You're welcome back, and it's so good to know that you're still there, waiting for us.
Took a bit of time.
Yeah, we had to take some time to connect to our next guest.
Yeah.
And our next guest will be joining us right now, and we'll be taking a look at the Nigerian entertainment flavor. He is Mr. Akin Adejuwon. He is a curator and professional festival artistic director.
Mr. Akin Adejuwon also is a one-time Director General, Chief Executive Officer, the National Troupe of Nigeria, founder, curator, Wole Soyinka Museum, Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, Associate Lecturer, Department of Fine and Applied Arts, co-editor, Ife, Annals, a Journal of Institute of Cultural Studies, Obafemi Awolowo University. He also holds a Master's of Philosophy in Cultural History, as well as a Master of Arts in African Studies. So much more to say about our guests, but let's just stop right now, John, and then we'll get to know more about him as we progress in the conversation. Please join us at this point to welcome Mr. Akin Adejuwon to Today with John and Helen. Good morning once again, sir.
Good morning. Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure being with you.
Thank you.
Welcome, sir.
All right, the journey through global evolution of entertainment by our first guest was quite an interesting one. I would say an eye-opener. Please bring us back home. When did we, as a people, become conscious of using entertainment in our own unique way?
Now, that is a very wide question, and it's going to be quite a voyage.
Okay.
and that's because, first of all, there are quite a few parameters we have to establish. First being the we. Who are we?
Nigerians.
If you're talking about Nigeria,
yes.
I am going to crave your indulgence to be particular in the instances where we are concerned, that is entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
There are some definitions of entertainment which will make it important for us to establish those parameters. That is the space. We have to establish entertainment and then establish the time, which is the temporal space, the spatial, which is the location on the ground.
Okay.
Now, for entertainment, there are quite a few definitions, but there is one on the industrial, second one for the evaluative discourse, which is among consumers and critics, and the third is in the academia. That's my location right now. In those three areas, the academia plays entertainment down a little bit, except in the field of psychology. And that's because, you see, the academia is preoccupied with research. And research is about evidences and things that you can prove and all that. While entertainment deals primarily with what I call aesthetics. Aesthetics have to do with the sense organs, which is concerning emotions. So because of that, academia really is not preoccupied so much, except in the field of psychology, like I said, where it is handled solipsistically. And that is to say, in a wide sense, whatever individuals find amusing that entertains them. So when psychology wants to rate entertainment, it deals with it on that plane. However, there's a cross-sectoral definition, which is very short. It says entertainment is all. Are you with me?
Yes,
yeah, we are.
Yes, we are.
We can hear you.
Yes.
All right. So it says that entertainment is any audience-centered commercial culture. Again, that takes us to culture. Culture is the whole summation of any people's way of life. So I'll take you back to Nigeria. Nigeria really actually started recently, just about 100 and a few years ago. And there were human beings in the space called Nigeria, as you know,
Before.
for as far as people can remember. Lately, I will take you to my area, which is Yoruba land, which is where Obafemi Awolowo University is located. And it's a Yoruba race that is now proven by some research by some professors in Oxford, led by Professor Stephen Patin, which established that the Yoruba culture is one of the oldest races in the world. He said it started separation in about 87 years ago. This Yoruba to the Sans, to the Igbo. So there are researches these days that are proving those mythical postulations of the Yoruba, that the whole world actually started from Ife. He says Ife, Olori Aye Gbogbo, that's the source of even, we call it Ife the source. Now, so if you are talking about the space that established that, so when you say where were we, when did we get into entertainment? For the most part, the areas that are clearly Ife oriented are the areas that have some particular visualities. You have things that you can use to establish that this man is likely to be a Yoruba. I used to boast when I traded some time ago in Cotonou and Togo. When you were in a restaurant, you were likely to be able to tell by the swagger of anybody that entered the restaurant that this guy is a Nigerian. And that is because most of the people who came in to those places in Togo and Lomé were Southerners, either from the Yoruba area or the East. Their swagger is peculiar. They have this in control kind of attitude. Okay. And that is from our culture, and a culture which is deeply oriented in entertainment. And that is to say, we have this orientation towards the Almighty, that is the God Almighty. In Yoruba land, Olodumare.
Yes.
And all of Yoruba goes to be tied to everything about deities. You talk about farming or agriculture, there are deities. You talk about pharmacology, there are deities. You talk about anything, science, the science of production of all kinds of things.
Okay,
Iron.
so I see what you mean now, that this is a very wide area.
But we're just looking at the Naija entertainment flavor.
Yes.
As we're looking at entertainment in perspective, the various aspects of it. It's a 5-week discourse, but we're just setting the pace today, sir. So we're looking at the Naija flavor. Yes, you talked about the swag of the Naija man.
Yeah.
And that also translates to the entertainment industry.
Yes.
So that's exactly where we are at.
Mr. Adejuwon, thank you so much. That was really academic. And I think I'll deserve a degree after listening to your lecture.
Yes.
Thank you so much. But now what we want to do is to unravel the eye of this storm. Now, is it right for us to assume that our movie industry, judging from the contributions, the activities and all of it over the last few years, that the music industry heralded this consciousness for Nigerian entertainment?
No, it's another case of the egg and the chicken. For talking about the music industry heralding something, the movie industry talks about film and camera.
Yes.
And of course, you have an idea that that's a very recent, in this expansive thing I just spoke about. The camera is not more than, it's a 20th century thing, and the development of the movie from 35 mm, 16, 35 mm to the home video. It's all maybe just going to about 70, 100 years now. And the entertainment industry, like I said, which is comprised of the one that talks about the visual art, the performative art, which comprises of the music, the dance, and the drama. All these have been around for, like I said, since the times of yore. So if you're talking about the presentation of that entertainment through the eye of the camera, is a recent thing. So I wouldn't know if you can say it heralded, because heralded means something that came before
Okay.
or
Okay.
introduced the other.
Yes.
So the movie industry presenting our Nigerian culture, yes, started with the camera, and that's very recently, and
Yes.
it just gave us a wonderful window to multiply the presentation platforms of the Nigerian entertainment and cultural industry. And that's why it looks as if we exploded.
Yes.
We had been there before. It has been a crucible. That environment called Nigeria had been a crucible for various iconic and very old, industries, entertainment and cultural industries. So when the camera came, it just provided a window of explosion. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad. I keep hearing the word industry, the entertainment industry from you, and that makes me really excited because that's what it has become now, from the Nollywood, to all of the other opportunities that are available for the camera to be used to tell our stories the African way, like we know it now. This journey couldn't have been possible. And it could not have also been smooth sailing all the way. Have we suffered any major setback in the process of achieving our brand of entertainment? And would you say, do we have a special brand of entertainment that we can call our own?
I'm happy you said this is one of the series,
Yes, it is.
because I can establish here quite a number. In fact, there are fields on each level. We have like I said, we have the cultural level, and the cultural level there is the aquaculture, agriculture, visual culture. In fact, the media culture. The media culture is the one you're talking about now, because you're talking about camera, TV, film, and other movie, the platforms. But if there was an industry, and I keep saying industry because when you say now that the way we have seen it now, I will agree with you, because there's a paradigm shift due to the movie industry, which is recent.
Yeah.
But there had been a visual industry in Ife. There had been a visual industry in Benin. There had been a visual industry in Igbo by the Igbo Oku, genre of art.
Wow.
There had been a visual industry in Tada, the area called Nok. That's around somewhere between Kaduna and Plateau State. There had been a visual industry in Kano, one of the oldest tie and dye, indigo type industries in the entire world, during much long before the colonial, times. The Kano tie and dye industry was huge, from Kano through the Sahara Desert to the Sahel to Morocco, and then to Europe, and even also to the Far East, the United Arab Emirates. So if this had been there for hundreds or thousands of years before the movie equipment, then to say that the industry as we have now would be wrong, because there had been an industry
Okay.
all the while engaging thousands of people.
Okay.
So therefore, I'll say, from the visual to the performative. In Ife alone, I'm told there is only one day in a year that there is no festival. Wow. And there is no festival in Ife that is not an industry. You have the engagement of the people with the priests. You have the engagement of the people with the palace. We have the engagement of the people with the suppliers and consumers, from the ashwebi to the things that you use for the rituals, to the things
Incredible.
that you use for the spaces, design spaces, design
Incredible. Incredible.
enclosed and
Miss-
open spaces to
Oh,
receive the number of people that come.
yes.
So you're talking about architectural industry, you're talking about the proscenium industry, you're talking about the food industry,
Yes.
the snacks industry, the fashion industry,
It's the value
the
chain.
appurtenances of those festivals, like ritual objects, like the masks, like the wands, like the irukere, and all kinds of things, the crowns of the Oba. So these
Yeah.
things have been around and consumed by thousands of people. And you know the definition of industry. The production of these things engaged thousands of people.
Okay.
And it involved even intercontinental, because for the copper industry in Ife,
Wow.
they had
Well,
to buy alloys from
Mr. Adejuwon,
North
It looks like
Africa.
we bit more than we could chew.
It looks like we should have left this monster. We should have left this monster to just lay where it was. But I
quite.
promise you that at some point we will need to package maybe an entire documentary,
Yes.
you know,
That's
and
right.
bring you in and to help us, you know, understand this a lot better. We may have, I must admit that we may have underestimated.
We just saw the entertainment
we may
on
have
the surface.
underestimated, you know, the enormity of this project. But we want to thank you at this point for, you know, being patient with us and for coming on board to educate us on the new age entertainment and the new Naija entertainment flavor, which you have x-rayed very well, together with our former guest, the guest before you, Professor Hope Egaga. Again, we want to say thank you so much to both of you.
Thank you so
very
much.
much, sir.
Thank you so
My
much,
pleasure.
Mr. Akin Adejuwon,
Thank you.
curator,
Thank you for having me.
professional, artistic director. Well, it's time to shake up for healthy living. After that, Pharaoh Owotomo will take the stage with her guest, and they will be taking a critical look on another subject of where we are at, entertainment in perspective. And Pharaoh will be looking at the way forward. So before Pharaoh, we'll have Keep Fit. Please don't go away. Stay with us and shake it up.